got another doe tag, buck tag still, so I'm gonna try to get something else killed.
Could be a Danny this year.
Hit her, she kicked. She shot a doe.
That's a big doe.
I get to see the blood. Little redemption.
Jared has no pop. Nobody else will do it, so. Raging cage, blood in camp. Cheers.
Making my first trip of the year to Missouri to go hunting. It's September 23rd, I believe, today. So gonna get 5 days in to hunt and be back to work next week sometime. But it has not been a great trip so far. I sat on the highway for an hour and a half, a little bit over. They closed the highway down for a bit, so put me way back on getting there. So I'm not gonna be there till like 3 in the morning, but that's all right. I can't wait to hunt, and it's gonna be a ton of fun. This is it's my first trip of the year. I wasn't able to make it up for shed season or any time during the summer. My wife and I had our first child this year, a little baby girl named Reagan Kay. So I'm having a little bit of mixed feelings with this trip, not being able to be with her for the first time since she was born. But it's okay. My wife's got things under control, and she's an absolute saint, and it's gonna hold the house down while I go hunt with the boys.
Doing a little morning glassing session here. I was gonna hunt, but the 1 hour of sleep didn't sit too well with me, so I got 2 hours of sleep, and now I'm just sitting in the bed of my truck. I got the camera all set up, and I'm just looking over this big hayfield, seeing if I can't see anything moving back to the timber. But I seen a couple does actually just in the horse pasture behind me here a minute ago. I'm gonna sit here and see what happens. Just got done checking a couple trail cameras and hung a new set and tore one old one down, and gonna move that here in a little bit when Mike and Stein show up. But cameras look pretty good. We had a couple deer. Looked pretty good to me. One looked like a big tall 9-pointer, so he'd be a cool one to catch up with. And we also had on the Sparty this morning, there was a buck we got a little bit of history with. We call him Jackalope. He's this real tight, tall 8-pointer. I mean, he's got like almost the same identical rack as he's had the last year. So we, if someone runs into him, we're gonna shoot him. We don't think he's gonna blow up into anything big, but so it's cool to see there's a few bucks on this property, and Mike and Stein show up. We're gonna get a few chores done. We're gonna hang that last set and check the remainder of the trail cameras, and we're gonna get out of here and hopefully be out of here by like 3 o'clock, and then
Vacation is finally here. I'm on the road right now, heading to Missouri to camp with the boys. Can't wait. It's gonna be a ton of fun. We got all 8 of us in the cabin this week, and guys are gonna start to file in tomorrow and Sunday. So it's gonna be a fun week. We got a lot of good deer on camera, and can't wait to get down there, and hopefully we all get to stick one. That'd be awesome. All right, well, made it to Missouri last night. Got in a little after midnight or so, and got a few hours of sleep. But I'm out here at one of the farms right now. I'm just sitting up on top of the hill, watching the fields. I'm gonna see if anything comes out. It's it's raining pretty good out, so I opted to sit in here for a little bit, and then if this rain starts to break a little bit, or just before it breaks, I'm gonna dive back into the timber, a stand we call the Norwood. Try to get back in there. It's a good little bench. Back in the timber on. It'll be the downside of some doe bedding area, so hopefully we can catch some bucks cruising once this rain breaks.
The rain's finally starting to let up a little bit. I've been sitting out here for about an hour just getting pissed off. And right as it starts to let up, I had a little fork buck come by and an 8-point up on top of the ridge. It's been unbelievable. I've seen probably 10 different bucks, half a dozen does. They're up and moving after this rain went through. So I'm gonna sit in here till the end of the day. It's a good area, good nice bench on the ridge. So. Something like that, so we'll see if a big boy wants to come out and play.
I don't know. Like I said, I texted you two and said horseshoe up his ass.
I don't know. None of them think he's got a chance.
Let's go kill some deers.
Hour from now.
Right?
No.
Yeah, all that.
We're finally all set up. It was kind of a rodeo. We got a late start. We sat around the cabin, had breakfast, didn't realize really how little time we had, but I'm all set up. I kind of made an audible on the way in, went to a spot we call the Island, hanging out of the sail this morning, got the decoy up. I'm going to crack the horns here in a little bit, see if we can get anything fired up, but pretty cool that little 8-point came right into the decoy. He ended up hanging around for a while, and I thought he was gonna run that decoy over, but he just kind of got to it and freaked out. And then all set up for the morning hunt, November 7th. It's a magical day normally. See if we can get something on the ground in the group. It's nice, cool mornings down in the 30s. It's This has been just a kind of chaotic morning. I had the buck we were in here after, Jack Loeb. I had him come off of this ridge above me, and he came down and he was kind of blowing. He was blowing, but it wasn't like a I know you're there blowing. And then all of a sudden, once he stopped blowing, he just started grunting and grunting and grunting. And he came off this ridge. I had a shot at 45, but I'm not gonna take that. But anyways, he ran off. I texted Mike, because Mike's hunting 600 yards away from me. And I said the jackalope was going his way. And Mike got a shot at him at 35 yards and missed.
Yeah.
We're just in disbelief right now. We thought for sure he was going to be down, but it's like it's like 4:15 right now. I think the wind's starting to settle down a little bit, so I let out a couple grunts and I'm just hanging out, looking around. I look down and there's a shed antler laying out in the field. I don't know if it must be a last year's one. It looks like it's busted in half. It looks like combine ran over. Or it's a busted off one from this year. I'm not sure. I'll grab it after the hunt. That's pretty sweet.
He won't shoot a deer now.
He's not even pulling the trigger anymore. Not even thinking about it.
What's crazy is we walked in and got in the stand, and all these bucks were better the whole time. You never saw them until they started.
Morning hunt. It's November 11th. We finally got the cold weather we've been wanting. It's 22 degrees this morning. Wind's blowing pretty good, so we're hoping it's gonna be a good morning. Mikey shot a nice 9-point last night, so we were taking care of that last night and did a little bit of celebrating. So the boys got a little bit of pep in their step this morning. So it's our last day in camp before rifle season starts. So hopefully another one of the guys can shoot one, and we'll see what happens over here. I'm down in a spot that no one's hunted this year. I came in and did a hang and hunt in this small block of timber, so it's kind of a flyer spot, but we're gonna give it a try and hopefully we can shoot something. Just shot a doe. I don't know about the shot. She was 5 yards away, and I had my pin set at 25, so I just aimed really low. And it hit her. She kicked. I can't bet she ran over there and laid down, but I can't tell if she's dead or not. So I'm gonna give her some time. Here, stop.
And she just had blood pouring out of her.
Look at
First doe down in Missouri for the crew. Last day of the trip. Gonna see if we can shoot a big buck tonight. Coach Stein's got his eye on a big old 6-point.